Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I went down and grabbed some electrolyzers and some things that we just had laying around. I want to redo this, I believe, to try to get a little bit more saline water coming out, because the process that we need in order to make the chlorine gas uses just a ton of saline water. And I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get what we need. We had two electrolyzers doing the process before, but we weren't basing it off of this process. We were actually doing the thing with the washing to get the saline water. Because these electrolyzers are hungry. These guys make let's see, what do you make? You make 20 every second of the saline water. Adjusted a little bit, 1.5 crafting speed for the level 2 machines. That's going to give us plenty of that. Let's see, we got to get... let's do something like that, and we'll just build our electrolyzers down here for now. There is a salinization or salination plant that makes salt water from regular water, and it looks like it's a lot better. The problem is that it requires concrete and brass, both of which we currently can't make. We'll get to that very soon. However, we're not quite there yet. All right, that will set those up. You guys are going to make that gas as well as this gas, which is hydrogen and chlorine. This one will just burn off for now. Flush stack right there. And this is the one we need for gold as well as the other thing. And you guys are going to make... we'll send that out the top. And go in line with that. That seems like it'll work. This will make our sodium something 8 that will be used for our aluminum. What is it again? Sodium hydroxide. That is what we need. Okay, I think this is almost good. Let's see. I want to take this out, and I want a clarifier on it. Do we have overflow valves? I don't think we do. Let's get a couple of those. And I'd like to get an overflow on the saline water as well. Let's see that. Go right there. Overflow valve for the pure water and for the saline water. All right, that should get that going. And as for this stuff, oh, right up underground. So I think I have some down here. I do. We've got to get this to aluminum, and I didn't plan on having another belt running. I think what I'll do is this one right here is not used. This lane right here is not used till the end to move any items. So we'll go ahead and recycle that for now. And let's see, the chlorine. That can get in line right there. There and there. All right. That is what we need. I'm going to go ahead and run these items down the bus and get them where they need to be. We will roll the intro. And I will see you right after that. We'll get to smelting some of the other things we need done. All right, so I've run that on down. You guys are going to need to grab that stuff from the outside. Let's go ahead and get this powered. You guys can start making stuff. We're out of power poles. We can do that while we're waiting for that to kind of buffer up a little bit. Let's see, power poles. And I think that's it for now. I think we got a lot of stuff just kind of hanging out. See, and that doesn't need to be way over there. There you go. And there you go. All right, we've got aluminum being made again. Finally. Let's see. Let's put you on the inside there. Finally. Wow, that seemed like we've been out of aluminum forever. Granted, we're still not making the plates, but at least we're making something. Yeah, see, I mean, I think these electrolyzers would work. You're not backed up on chlorine. You are backed up on chlorine. That's why you're not making any more. Let's do gold next. Just to get that done. Let's see, we can't do any processing on that. It's just going to be a straight blast furnace coming in. That requires chlorine, I think. Yeah. Let's see. We want... basically this whole thing right here. Oh, look, I didn't even plan that, and it's lined up perfectly. Very nice. Let's see, carbon monoxide, I don't remember what that's for. I think it may be the nickel. And I don't know that we need oxygen coming further down now that I'm thinking about it. So let's just take the ones we need. See if you can catch me, robots. Okay, that'll come like that. I think carbon is going to end right here. And you are going to take your place on the last row of the bus. Right there. And I'm hoping that will sink that enough to where we don't have to do anything else. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. Nickel. Nickel. We don't really have a good use for nickel right now, like something specific. However, there's some other recipes we can put nickel in to make like iron bars and stuff like that, just so we can use some of it. Because yeah, it's starting to back up a bit. And if we can convert some of that over into iron or into other materials, then that would be fantastic. I don't think we have any like conversion process. So let's just grab this. And let's see, that's 10 nickel. You're the one that needs the carbon monoxide. All right, well this will be extremely straightforward then. And you'll take this position right here. That leaves us 2. Wait, no. No. Something's not right here. Okay, copper, lead. Oh, I see what I did. This should be aluminum, and this should be silicon. Uh-oh. Alright, no big deal. We'll just have to manually move a couple of, oh, we're out of belt. Should have grabbed that before. All right, so yeah, copper, lead, silicon actually comes right here. And that will be zinc. That, and then you go there, and then the rest of these are actually correct. Okay, that's good. Oh, there was already one there. Okay. Oh, not a pipe too. I mean, I think that, yeah, it'd be nice to have the logistic robots. The way this base is so spread out, I think they may be more annoying than not. It's just much quicker, even though it's inconvenient to have to zoom in and zoom out to grab stuff. I actually think that's not really bad right now. All right, that is producing our nickel. So we have that going right now. And the last one here is cobalt, which, if I recall correctly, is going to be a very similar situation. Cobalt. Yeah, it just needs carbon. We don't need the pipes. And you take that spot right there. All right, that should get that going. That gives us all of our items, with the exception of nickel, which we can't quite do yet because of technology, and the other two down here that we can't do because we're not producing them yet. But that puts us in a much better spot than we were before. Okay, let's run over here real quick and try to fix this mess. Let's see, aluminum. Oh, you are combining with that belt. That just makes it even more fantastic. This should be aluminum, not this. Luckily, we have, like, no aluminum. You're right. Gold. Nothing, at least, that has arrived yet. Copper, lead. Silicon goes here. That'll be nickel. That is aluminum. Wow, we have hardly any. And that is going to be for cobalt. Is that on the way? Right there. Okay, now we are all organized. Lots of silver, lots of tin, lots of iron. All right, and is that what we were making before? Is that it? I believe that is it. All right, so the next step we want to do is to take these ingots and move them into the plates. However, there are a couple of things that I want to get done first. Do we have any more warehouses? Yeah, we do. There's a couple of more items from this process that I would like to get going, and I'm trying to figure this out on the best way to do that, because right now most of these ores really have no other use than to be converted into ingots, with the exception of this guy. We're actually going to need some of this raw silicon ore for two reasons. One, to make the glass, and also I believe let's see. Can we get the ore usage? We can make glass out of it. We can also make cement out of it. Interesting. How were we making glass before? Was it just, we were probably just doing the direct to that. If we do it where we go directly into glass mixture, that makes molten glass. Huh. We were probably doing this. I don't remember making lime though. It's beside the point. What is important is that we actually need some of this ore coming out. So I think what I'm wanting to do right now is to just go ahead and run a line coming out of here and going down this way, and that leaves kind of an extra belt right there, and I'm okay to differentiate that because there's something else I want to grab too. Currently we're sending all of our slag out this direction, and I think I want to stop that and instead send our slag out this way, because there's some things we can make with slag too. We're gonna have to make with slag. That is including things like concrete, and we're at the point now where I think concrete is going to be something that we need to get on very quickly because it's used along with brass in a lot of the next level buildings that we have to create, like the Mark III stuff, as well as stuff like the salinization plant I was talking about earlier. That required concrete bricks. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with this yet, but I do want to go ahead and kind of reserve it out here that this needs to move on as well. Let's see. It's been a while since we've taken a look, just kind of back at the factory, and how is this running at a reasonable rate? That looks like it's going up to me. Oh, I think it's not necessarily the machines, it's the amount of this stuff that we have going. Yeah, and I mean, I think it's just we're not producing enough salt water. So I think the goal there is to produce the aluminum just enough to make the brass, to make the salination plant. Salination plant. Salination, that, I don't know, that word's weird to me. Salination plant in order to get that going a little bit quicker. All right, let's take a look around and just kind of see how things are going. These are going to be pulled up here very soon. We are still getting a nice little rainbow of ores coming in, which is a good sign. That's going down. It's good. We should be double basically what we need in order to process all these. I don't know why it's going so slow. Power is still looking nice. All of these guys are not going, and I think if I recall correctly, looking at this earlier, we're not getting enough mineral sludge. Everything's just producing, it's just not producing fast enough, and it's due to these little dots. We're not getting a full belt of this stuff coming in. Which is something that I knew would happen. It's just weird that I don't remember it being so lit before. We've also got another problem in that our warehouse of geodes here is full from this process, and I'm not quite sure what to do with them. I mean, the obvious answer is to grind them up and do something with them. This stuff is so balanced. I hate to mess with it too much. One thought that I had was maybe if we turned it all around and sent it this way, we could process some of that and turn a little bit of it into the crystal slurry and just kind of tie it into each one of these just to kind of help fill in the gaps so that these things run all the time. The other thing I was thinking is and we could also just do them directly and not crush them. I think that's the way I would like to do that. That way we don't have to deal with the stone. But we might want to deal with the stone. I don't know. May want to do that. I have no idea. But let's see. We can do crystal slurry. What's the other thing we can do? Oh, do we have to do the crystal dust to do... what's the other thing? Ah, it's this. We can do crystal slurry. We can make crystal seedlings, which is used to make the crystal catalyst, as well as all of these ores, all the jewels we can do. But we can do that to make crystal catalysts, and we can use that to combine our chunks in order to get something like this. Dedicate that to aluminum ore. Would I like to do that? Yes, I would. Hybrid catalysts. Silver? Uranium? Oh, okay. So that might be where those end up. The problem right now we have with it is that it's so full of... it's just completely overflowing. Let's see. All of this, all of you guys are going. We have a full tank of sulfuric acid, a full tank of sulfuric wastewater. These are both good. This is extremely backed up. I added a secondary chest there because this one was filled up and it caused this warehouse to completely back up. But we are getting a lot of landfill. There's 6,000 in there, 38,000 in there. We can use that up a lot faster than you may think. Power's still powerful. All this stuff is backed up. We have full buffers of solid fuel there. That is making me extremely happy. And we stopped getting solid fuel here. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, I recently did a round on the gardens. I'm thinking about pulling these guys up. We just have so much stuff. So many eco tokens. Why are you red? Okay, you were just waiting. I was gonna say I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time. I don't understand why it's backing up. All of this is currently backed up. It's because we're not producing any circuits right now. Because we don't have any demand on circuits, because we are not making any aluminum. That will be resolved here very quickly. And we're not making solid fuel down here because I believe one of these is backed up. Yeah, this raw gas is backed up. And I don't know what to do about that. I don't even know what it's used for. We may just end up burning it off. I was saving it because it sounded like we would need it for something. Raw gas usage. Natural gas liquids. Are used to make all sorts of wonderful things. Stuff that, yes, I'm sure that's probably part of a lot of processes that I've seen in the past, which is why I was holding on to it. All right, yeah, all this, we just need to get the plate smelting back up. That's going to be the big thing, and that's going to cause us to need to expand in that direction further, I'm guessing. Which is going to take a lot of landfill, and I just happen to know where a lot of that landfill is. So I'm going to grab that and expand out into that direction. Grab some casting machines and induction furnaces, and in the next episode, we will get... my plan going forward with this is, in the next episode, get some of these plates up, get our bus back up and running, just so that things move again. And once we are there, I would like to start transitioning over to the trains before moving in to the next big thing. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to work on. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, where hopefully we'll have a lot more land to deal with. Thanks for watching. See you next time.